Hello, dear students, how are you? In the last video, we learned about email writing, and before that, we learned about active voice, passive voice. That was the repeated video. I explained you once again, and one more topic is the remaining. Only one topic is the remaining, and this is the last topic of this syllabus. And after this revision would be there. Sometimes I would like to send you PDF. Sometimes I would like to ask you some questions, and this way we have to do the revision work. Fine. Now in the revision videos I'll send you all the videos, and if videos are not available, once again I'll explain you the chapter in short, and this way you will be able to understand the chapters repeatedly, right? And a revision will be started after this. Fine. Okay, now this is the last topic that I'm going to explain, and you know this topic very well, how to use if conditional. Fine. First of all, let me explain you how many conditions are there for that, and how many points you have to keep in your mind. Fine. So, this way, first condition you have to remember, that is zero conditional sentences. So, what are the zero conditional sentences? Right? And where it is used. So, remember it very, very carefully. Right? These videos you have to keep with you, and repeatedly you have to learn it, so that you will come to know how to use. For scientific truth and can't be changed. For that, if is used, right? So, zero conditional sentences, that means what? This zero conditional sentences, in that if is used, then there is a scientific truth and that can't be changed, right? So, how? If you boil water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils, right? You might have heard these sentences in subject science. If you boil water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. That is a scientific truth, right? And scientific truth is always in present tense, right? So, uh, you can use when you can also use when, but here if word is very important, if word is very effective, right? Next, if you wear a sunblock, you don't get tan, right? Actually, don't say want, right? Will be in past tense. If you write want, that would be in past tense, right? So if you wear a sunblock, you don't get. That means this sentence is in present tense. This is also present. Both the side you are supposed to use present, right? Because this is scientific truth and this can't be changed, right? So whenever you use scientific truth, that is zero conditional sentence. Now if we want to go to first conditional, that means present and future both together. In first one, zero conditional sentence is only present tense. Second one, first conditional. In that you are supposed to use in one part present tense, in second part future tense. Right? How you can use this? If she knows we are in serious trouble. Right? So this is the sentence which is in present tense. Okay, this is in present tense, right? But how we can use present and past future together? If you study seriously, this is present. You will pass the test. So will pass is in future. So don't use immediate verb in future. It is in present. This is immediate verb that is in present. And in the second part, you are supposed to use in future. Second sentence I would like to give you with example. If you run fast, example I am giving you, you have to understand. If you run fast, you will catch the train, right? So in first sentence you are supposed to use present. In second part you can use future, right? So if conditional can be asked in the form of fill in the blanks, right? But you have to see that if this is given, you have to write the remaining blank in past, in future. And if future is given, you are supposed to fill the blank in present. So remember this, right? When this kind of fill in the blanks are asked, and you have to understand the sentence. If the sentence is in scientific truth that can't be changed, you have to write both the sentences into present tense. But if conditional, second condition is there, second rule is there, in that rule present and future are together, right? Now second conditional, that is imaginary or unreal, right? Sometimes we say no, if I were a bird, right, I would fly in the sky, fine. So that way imaginary or unreal facts, that is to be shown in the second conditional. If I won a lottery, see, this is the imagination, right? If I won a lottery, past tense, I would buy a farm. So would is used, that is also in past, uh, past tense of will. Past, got it? If one is in past, another would be in past. If I became a president, this is past, I would make a lot of changes. So past formation would be there in imaginary or unreal sentences, right? So you have to remember this, that when the sentence asked in the form of blank, and if there is one sentence in past form and in the second sentence blank is given, you are supposed to write only past. You are supposed to write only past form, fine. So remember this. So once again, first, when scientific truth, when it can be changed, you are supposed to use present tense in both. When in first sentence you have seen present tense, in the other you are supposed to write future tense. Remember this. Third kind of conditional, in that if one sentence is given in the past and here fill in the blank, you have to fill the blank, in that you are supposed to write past tense. So try to remember this, fine. Now here is the comparison in imagination also. If I become a president, I'll make a lot of change. So these also you can write, right? Both are right. But this should be in present. So this will be in using will and proper verb, right? So here is the comparison. So this is also right and this is also right. Both the sentences I'll speak once again. If I became, see past, okay? If I became a president, I would make a lot of changes. Then it can be written in the second way. See, if I become, here is only become, not became. If I become a president, so along with present tense, you are supposed to write future tense. I will make a lot of changes. So imagination and reality. In this, you can use both the tenses, but according to the sentence. If this is given, you have to write this. If this is given, you have to write this. So both the things you should remember in both the sentences, so you can fill in the blanks. Third conditional into past. So how would you use past tense in third conditional? If you had worn, if you had worn a sunblock, you wouldn't have got a tan. So if had is here, right? Along with had, you are supposed to use past participle. right? And something happened into completely past, right? If you had worn a sunblock, if you had worn a sunblock, sorry, you wouldn't have got a tan. That means past participle. That means something happened in the past, completely past. So this, in this also you are supposed to use had with past participle. Along with that, wouldn't or would, you are supposed to use would have. Fine. So this is third conditional. Fine. And one more thing is remaining to explain is this only. Say this, that if you hadn't warned me, if you hadn't warned me, I would have told mother about your test result. Completely in past, right? अगर तूने मुझे वार्न नहीं किया होता तो मैंने तुम्हारे रिजल्ट के बारे में तुम्हारी मम्मी को बता दिया होता. So that thing you are supposed to use using if you wouldn't warn me, if you hadn't warned me, I would have told mother about your test result. So this way you are supposed to use if conditional, right? Now, dear students, you will also have this in your textbook that I am showing you just now. Okay. Now look at this page, beta. All of you. This is the page. Fine. And page number 107. If you can take out your textbook, just look at this. And this is a short explanation only. You have to read the sentences only in this so that you can come to know, and you can keep this open in front of you. See this. You will be sorry if you buy the house. See, buy present, will be future. If I had some more money, had is a past sentence. If you can't see this better, you keep your book open so that you can see. Page 107. Got it? Did you open your book? If I had some more money, had is the past tense. I could is the past tense. I could buy Blackwood house for myself. Right? So these if sentences you can also find from this chapter. Fine. I would not have found out the truth. Would, right? Would not have. And this is also past. I had not stayed. Had plus past participle. If I had not stayed in Blackwood house on Tuesday. So these are all conditional clauses. Fine. So this you have to also see. Whatever I explained, my dear students, you can see in this also. And you open the book. When you will read this, you will definitely come to know present, future, past along with that, right? That you can see, and this explanation is there in front of you, and that is on page 107, right? So you are also supposed to do the exercises that would be on this page. I'll also send you the PDF so that you can find this and you can write it yourself, right? Say this. Fine. If you don't understand, first you do that, then I'll discuss with you. Okay. So here I am concluding this topic of if conditional, right? You have to listen to it carefully and see whatever I showed you, dear students, and try to understand. Even these sentences, look this in front of you, and these are the columns, two columns given, and you have to join the clauses. Fine, you will do it yourself. Okay. So bye bye dear students, and now onwards, after completion of syllabus, I'll definitely send you some of the images and some videos repeatedly, so that you can come to know. So after completing this if conditional, here we are completing the syllabus, but repeatedly I'll send you the videos, so that, and sometimes I'll explain you the sentences and some topics on the board also, so that you can understand it well. Okay dear students, bye bye.